Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and today we're going to be covering the Mirage 9-hole cup. This is going to be the rookie division, and it's going to be the qualifying round, of course. So it's kind of strange here that a minus 13 is, tied for first at the moment in Tier 3 rookie. I imagine some bigger scores come a little bit later. But this one did play a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. But that's okay, because as normal, I've got some shots that I can show you to drop here. As a matter of fact, in the replays, you're going to see a minus 14 because we do drop hole number 8 and hole number 9 for an albatross. But of course, they happened on different accounts. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like my content, please take a moment just to tap that thumbs up and like the video before you leave. Here we go. Hole number 1 is going to be played 10% at max on the drive. Drive is very straightforward, very easy. You're going to notice here that I'm going to start off with my spin. And what I'm looking to do is go 3 top with 2 right. And I'm going to put my yellow ring, as you're going to see right here, right kind of on the left-hand side of the rough line, right where the fairway is, and you see the ball guideline. We make our adjustment. We hit a perfect ball. We come in really nicely. You know, the thing is, on this course, we do have some glitchy fairways, so we just want to make sure that we don't push these drives too hard and experience those massive rolls. Here, I want you to play 5% at mid, okay? I think the 5% at mid is going to be a really nice chance to get ourselves a drop in albatross on the very first hole. And this one is always strange starting off on a par 5 as well, but I do like it. All right. 4 bars of backspin, as you can see here. You're going to have to just judge yourself where you're at. Are you at medium, mid, or max, or somewhere in between? But again, I think 5% is going to be the magic number. You'll take a look at a perfect ball. And look at that. Look how close we get on hole number 1. It just rolls around the cup just ever so slightly, but that ball is very, very close to dropping in, which would be a great start. Hole number 2, we're going to play the drive 10% at max. And same thing here, we're going to be going with right side spin. This time we're going to be going with 3 bars of right side spin. And then notice the, here, I think I redo my spin here. 3 right, 2 top. So 2 top, 3 right, yellow ring on the rough line, just like that. Ball guideline pointing down the fairway, favoring the right-hand side of the fairway, but not much. This is one that you definitely don't want to sit here and go too crazy again, you know, with the top spin or overpower, because this would be a situation to where, you know, you could easily hit this spot on this green that rolls like crazy and puts you into the rough by those bushes. And then again, notice on the drive here, on the curl, I am curling to the right side of my ball is covering the right side of the adjustment window. So that's our curl, all right? Shot number 2, I want you to play 0%, and we're probably going to be at maximum distance of our club. You'll take note here of the backspin adjustment. Now here we're using enough backspin just to get our ball guideline to point the hole. And you're going to see here, we're going to have to go with some side spin to the right. It's not a whole lot. You know, just a sliver of right side spin, as you can see right there. Take a look at the adjustment. We take a look at the perfect ball. We get to zoom in here too. So holes 1 and hole 2 are very close. You're going to have to make some tweaks with the right side spin on this hole just to get it a little bit closer to, you know, not rolling the way it did. All right, hole number 3. Hole number 3, this is one I'm confident a lot of you will be able to pick up. Because here we're going to be going with a Goliath rough bump, and we're going to be playing this one 5% at max. I just want you to take a notice at the spin adjustments and the offset. Look how I'm favoring the left-hand side of the hole, just like that. So let's really get in here and take a look at this one. Notice after the spin, okay, after the spin, this is where I have myself set up at, just like that. The ball guideline is not touching the hole at all. It's offset. There is separation between the hole and my ball guideline. Now on this hole, you have got to make sure that you do not accidentally underpower. Make sure you do not accidentally underpower. But look at this. I mean, the first 3 holes, look at that. We got the roll around on this one. So we got the roll around on hole number 1, although it was not a full circle like that. But here's what we need to do. Let's rewind it. And I think you know what you need to do, but just in case, we need to move this over until the ball guideline is touching the outside left-hand side of the hole. So I want you to move that over a hair to the left. And again, make sure you do not accidentally underpower this hole, as you will get stuck in the sand or the rough. But there we go. Hole number 3, dangerously close to a hole-in-one, and I feel confident that you'll be able to pick that one up with a perfect ball. All right. Hole number 4. This one, again, has a very fast glitch roll on the fairway, so make sure you do not push this drive any harder than what you're seeing me play it right now. The drive here is ultimately very straightforward. But this is good. That's all we're really looking to do. And then shot number 2, we need to make some tweaks. Shot number 2, I played 10% at mid. And you're going to notice here that I'm playing with my yellow ring on the rough line. And then, I went with 2 bars of backspin, and I left my ball guideline through the hole. But here we're just getting a lot of headwind, which, you're going to learn from my mistake here, is that ultimately, we need to take the backspin off probably fully and just let the ball guideline be significantly through the hole. I think that's how it's going to read. I don't think it's going to be true. I don't think the ball is going to take off on you. But again, here, I want you to go with absolutely no backspin. All right, hole number 4, we're going to play this one 25% at mid. Now, this is going to be another one of those in which we're super close. Okay. We're going to go with the navigator, full back on the sniper, 1 bar of side spin to the left. I'm playing this one 25% at mid. Notice the offset here. So this one I am going with the same type of offset we played on hole number 3, but I am touching the left edge of the cup with my ball guideline, as you saw. Here we make our adjustment for the wind. We get ourselves a perfect ball. And we just come to the right-hand side of the hole. So we need to reduce this backspin by just a little bit. That's going to help the ball come in faster. But I still think we're going to need to do one of 2 things. I think we're either going to need to offset more to the left, or you might want to switch to a Quasar, or you might even want to switch to a Katana and play yourself more side spin to the left. I would go about 1.5 bars of side spin to the left if that's the way that you're going to play. And then if that's the way you're going to play, then I would go ahead and do the same type of offset. Make sense? Okay, here we go. This one's frustrating because shot number 2, I did bad on both my accounts. I still eagled the hole. It was no problem. Left myself for a chip in. But here's what the drive looks like. The drive is going to be the one we need to make sure we hit. 10% at max. I'm going with 5 top, 1 right. Obviously, if you're playing with an extra mile 7 or below, you'll be at 4.5. If you're playing with an extra mile 8 or 9, I do think the 5 top and 1 bar of side spin to the right is good. Here's what you want to do. You want to back your target up. Okay, you want to back your driver up until you have your first bounce on the fairway, second bounce on the second fairway, third bounce on the third fairway. It should essentially look just like this. That is the trick to this hole on the drive. And then from here, we make our wind adjustment. We don't use any overpower. We don't use any curl. We just want to take ourselves a very normal shot, just like this. And that's all that we need to do. We don't want to get it too far up on the fairway because you can see it slopes down significantly and that'll put you rolling into the rough. Shot number 2 plays 20% at max normally, so that's what I put here. Now the key with this one is you start off using top spin and left side spin combined until you start to find yourself a good developed ball guideline. You see that right there? You see how that left spin and top spin come together on the green? And we get a nice ball guideline rolling down towards the pin. This green does have a pretty heavy slope from left to right, so just keep that in mind. I normally try to aim a little bit pin high. Unfortunately here, I hit a great ball to the left on both of my accounts, and then I clip the rough, and it leaves me having to chip in for an eagle. It's an easy eagle shot. It's not a big deal, but, obviously, hit perfect, and you'll be a lot better off than this. All right, that's going to take us here to the next par 3, and this is, again, I just keep telling you, we are so close to getting this ball to go into the hole as well. It's quite frustrating that we're leaving so many balls here right at the pin. But take a note at the spin adjustment. So I do my spin first on this hole. 6 back, 1 left. 6 back, 1 left. And then from here, notice I'm aiming with my ball guideline going into the hole, left-hand side of the flagstick. So after the spin, I'm aiming right into the hole, but, again, left-hand side of the flagstick. Again with the zoom in, and boy, oh boy, do we just leave it right there one more time. All right? But that's all right. We just keep trucking along. Hopefully we get these in the finals. Now here we do pick up a drop. Okay, we're going to go 10% at max. I'm going to go 3 bars of side spin to the left. Combined with, take a look at it, about 1 bar of top spin. 1 top, 3 left. I'm putting my green ring right here on the rough line. Green ring on the rough, which means I am not leaving myself any room for a great left. Here, I am even going to use some left curl. As you see here, just a little bit of left curl. And we just want to make sure that this is where we land at, that we completely avoid the rough on the right-hand side. That's going to leave us for a really nice chance here at the eagle, which we do pick up. So we're going to go 10% at mid. Just make sure you really check the distance of your own club, because you might be at minimum, you might be at mid. It's just going to depend on the yards on your drive. But here I played this one straight up at mid. You're going to see here I check my distance. It looks good at mid. A little bit of top spin, ball guideline going through the pin. And we do hit the rough, getting us a nice, really dead center roll into the cup for an eagle there on hole number 8. Now that's going to take us to hole number 9, in which we're going to be using a berserker. It's the first really good ball we've used in this tournament. We didn't use any kingmakers, and now we're going to go for the albatross. Here, when we do get the tailwind like this, this is just best chance for the alba. Full top, 2 bars of side spin to the right. If you're playing with an extra mile 9, do not go full top. Keep it at 6 top. You don't want your drive to go too far and then roll into the rough at the top. Here you're seeing me go with a little bit more than half a ball of overpower, but I am going with a full ball of curl to the right. We do push back up to max on our drive to get our distance back, and you'll see here we come in very nicely. We don't want to go too far up. That's why I said, with your extra mile 9s, don't push the top spin any further, because you're actually going to be further away from the hole if you do that. That's going to take us into our last shot. Again, I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it helpful. Please take a moment just to hit that thumbs up button and give it a like. All right, here I made a very minor tweak from my other account miss. We're going to go with top spin into the hole, just like that, ball guide line through the pin. And then what we want to do is we want to add a little bit of right side spin because I missed barely to the left-hand side and I didn't want to offset. So notice here I'm going with about half a bar to the right, a little bit of top spin, yellow ring right there on the rough line. Very easy to follow, very easy to duplicate the landing position. Hardest thing is just to hit perfect. But we do hit perfect, and you'll see that we do sneak this one in the left-hand side of the hole. So, you know, my advice, a little bit more right side spin, okay? We got it in there for the albatross, but a little bit lucky to land it left-hand side. So a little bit more right side spin. All right, everybody, I'll do pro next, and then I'll see you Saturday for the finals. Thanks for watching.